Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aintree Racecourse here on Friday. It is the 8th of April, 2022. We're going to look at almost all the races on day 2 of the Grand National Meeting from Aintree. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. And join me tomorrow for my Grand National preview, of course, in the Wood Memorial of Bluegrass. It's going to be a good weekend of racing, but we're going to look at almost all the races except the 5:15, the 7th race, the finale on the program. Very difficult race for the conditional riders. We're not going to look at that, but we'll look at the first 6. Let's get to it right now, starting with the 145, the opener from Aintree, which is the Grade 3 Alder, Hay, and Aintree Handicap Hurdle. It's a Grade 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $101,500. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 22 horses entered to go 4,000 meters or 2.5 miles over the hurdle course. Going to take the number 12, the 10 horse Balco Costa as a top selection. We'll go 10-12 in the forecast exacta, though. 10-12 forecast exacta, but the top selection is 10 horse Balco Coastal. 6-year-old Gelding by Coastal Path. Nicky de Boinville's on this one for Nicky Henderson. The horse's most recent outing came 12th of March at Sandown, 2 miles in the Grade 3 Paddy Power Imperial Cup Handicap Hurdle, and the horse didn't finish the race as a 9-2 favorite on very soft ground. He just kind of hit the wall, couldn't quicken up, and he pulled up out of it. It just wasn't his day to win. Coming here to Aintree on yielding ground with a lot better run, I think he could really improve off of that race last time out to finish the race today, at least. 2 back at Cheltenham in the Grade 2 Ballymore Novices Hurdle. 2.5 miles, 29th of January. And he finished second by 2.5 lengths. They took the headgear off that day, and he was excelling that day. He had a little bit of a turn of foot. The winner, North Lodge, just got a better jump than him late. But this horse still ran his heart out there. And then prior to that, he ran at Ludlow on the 22nd of December. 2 miles in National Hunt Hurdle, winning by 1/4 lengths. Even with the high weight, with the blinkers on, he was doing everything and more. I thought that was a good race. Coming here to Aintree over the 2.5 miles, he should get a good run. We'll give him a shot here. The 12 horse Highway 102, I think, is your second likeliest winner. He ran a very good race, I thought, in a listed handicap hurdle, Kempton, in January. And if you look at some of those races before that, if he runs a quarter of those races, he should really jump up a lot. I like him with a little bit of a longer trip. At 10-1, we definitely have to use him in the place pod. But to recap my selection for the 145, the first race from Aintree, it's the Grade 3 Alder, Hay, and Aintree handicap hurdle. We're going to take the 10 horse Balco Coast as the top selection. Give kudos to the 12 horse Highway 102. 10-12 forecast exacta. 10-12 in the place pot. The second race, the 220, it's the Grade 1 Top Novices Hurdle. It's a Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $135,000. Race for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 9 horses going the distance of ground of 3,300 meters or 2 miles and 1/16 over the hurdle course. Going to take the 6 horse John Bond as a top selection. We'll go 6-5-3 in the TriCash trifecta. 6-5-3 TriCash trifecta. Top selection 6 horse John Bond. 6-year-old Gelding by Walk in the Park. Aiden Coleman's on this one for Nicky Henderson. The horse's most recent stroll came on the 15th of March at Cheltenham. 2 miles in the Grade 1 Supreme Novices Hurdle. He didn't stroll, but the winner strolled that day. Constitution Hill put on a show. This horse placed behind him by 22 lengths, just never getting into it. He got beat by a lot classier horse way down the class ladder coming to Aintree today. I think he could get redemption because he's not facing as tough of a horse as Constitution Hill today. 2 back in the Grade 2 Rosington Main Novices Hurdle at Haydock, 2 miles on the 22nd of January. He won by 3 lengths, and even with the high weight, he just kept going at 40 cents a dollar. That was a good, clear victory for him. And then in the Howden Kennel Gate Novices Hurdle last, got 2 miles on the 17th of December. He won by 3 3/4 lengths. Again, really jumped up a lot first-time stakes quality horses. The only bad race for him this season so far was the race at Cheltenham, which wasn't so bad. He just got beat by a better horse. Coming here, he's not going to face that tougher horse. I think at even money, he's a very likely winner, so we're going to take him here. To recount my selection for the 220, the second race from Aintree, it's the Grade 1 Top Novices Hurdle. Let's take the 6 horse John Bond as a top selection. We'll go 6-5-3 in the TriCash trifecta. The third race, the 255, it is the Grade 1 Mildmay Novices Chase. It's a Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $162,000. Races for novice 5-year-olds and upwards. We have 4 horses going the distance of ground here of 5,000 meters or 3 miles and 1/8 over the chase course. I'm going to take the number 2 horse Braves End Game as a top selection. We'll go 2-4-1 in the TriCash trifecta. 241 Tricast Trifecta. Top selection 2-horse Brave Man's Game. 7-year-old gun by Brave Mason and Harry Combs on this one for Paul Nichols. The horse's most recent outing came 12th of February at Newbury. 2 miles 7/8 in Novices Limited Handicap Chase Class 3 event, and he won by 3.5 lengths. Nobody was beating him that day. It was basically paid to work out 73 cents to the dollar. He just strolled around the race course and won quite easily. Coming here to graded quality horses shouldn't be a problem with a longer trip on yielding ground. He is a very, very likely winner. 2 back on Boxing Day, Kempton, soft ground, 3 miles in the Quota Star Novices Chase. He won by 7.5 lengths. Again, never really got to the bottom of the horse. He just kept going there. And then the graduation chase before that, a Haydock over the 2 miles 3/4. By 2 3/4 lengths. Again, a very easy run. Since taking to the bigger obstacles, he's really become a very good horse and been improving a lot. They skipped the date with Sheldon to come here to Aintree today, and I think with the extra freshness factor, should get him over the wire first before Le Homme Presse. So we're going to take him as top selection here. So to recap my select for the 255, third race from Aintree, it's the Grade 1 Mildmay and Novices Chase. Say that race name wrong all every year, but we're going to take the 2-horse Brave Man's Game as a top selection. 241 for me in the Tricast Trifecta. The featured 4th race now, the 330 from Aintree. It's the Grade 1 Marsh Chase, Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $337,500, race for 5-year-olds and upwards. We have 10 horses going the distance of ground of 4,000 meters, or 2.5 miles over the chase course. I'm going to take here the number 6 horse, who was Hitman, as a top selection. We'll go 645 in the Tricast Trifecta. 645 Tricast Trifecta, top selection 6-horse Hitman. The 6-year-old gun by Falco. Brianni Frost is on this one for Paul Nichols. The horse's most recent outing came the 12th of February at Newbury, 2 miles in the Grade 2 Game Spirit Chase, and the horse finished third by 4.5 lengths, and the horse desperately needed the run that day. Really couldn't get the good turn of foot. Was just kind of plodding along, maybe wanted a little bit longer trip also, but he just was a little bit flat. Coming here with a little bit of a longer trip, back to Aintree where this horse ran well last season, I'm going to give this horse a shot. 2 back in the Tingle Creek at Sandown, a mile 15/16 on the 4th of December. The horse finished second by 5.5 lengths, and again, the trip was just too short. Closed up a little bit late, but wants a longer going there. And then before that at Exeter, 2 miles 3/16 in the Holden Gold Cup. The horse finished second by length. Again, was really jumping well late. This horse has great run-ins. Ran here in the Manifestos Novices Chase last year here at Aintree, where he finished third by 4 lengths behind Protectorat. And again, he just kind of hit the wall late, just a little bit too flat there, off a very long refreshing, off a quick turnaround. And also the race before that, Newbury, they took a lot out of that horse, I thought. But coming this race a lot better today. At 10-1, I think this horse is very loaded. I think the 4-horse Vaquero d'Ors was your second leg as winner. Again, pardon me if I mispronounce the horse's name wrong. Every year, it's not even funny. And I watched the replays of the horses, but I watch it on silent, which is not a good thing because then you can't get the right pronunciation of the words. But Mark Walsh is on this one for Joseph O'Brien. This horse is a great horse. He won here last year in the Marsh Chase by 11 lengths. Came back to ran a little bit disappointing in the Punchestown Gold Cup. And this season, he's been all up and down. He hasn't been seen since the Ascot Chase in February, where he really won strongly. Coming here, skipping Cheltenham. I think at 3-2, he could get another good trip in this race. We'll definitely use him in the play spot, but I like Hitman at a better price. But to recap my select for the 330, the 4th race from Aintree, it's the Grade 1 Marsh Chase. Let's take the 6-horse Hitman. Give kudos to the 4. 645 Tricast Trifecta. 6-4 in the play spot to the national course with the 5th race, the 405. It is the Grade 3 Randox Topham Handicap Chase, Grade 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $202,500. Race for 5-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 30 horses entered to go the distance of ground of 4,200 meters, or 2 miles and 5/8 over the chase course. I'm going to take here the number 9 horse, Senior Citizen, as a top selection. We'll go 9-4 in the Forecast Exacta. 9-4 Forecast Exacta. Top selection 9-horse Senior Citizen. 9-year-old Gilling here. Adrian Heskins on this one for Alan King. The horse's most recent outing came the Grade 3 Greatwood Gold Cup at Newbury. 2.5 miles on the 5th of March. And the horse finished third by 20 lengths there. And just never quickened up and never weakened out of either. Just kind of plodding along. I thought this horse could do a little bit more. Coming here today, back to Aintree, where this horse ran two back. I'm going to give him another shot on the bigger course. 2 back here on the 6th of November, 2 miles 5/8 in the Class 2 Handicap Chase, and he finished second by length. He was jumping well. He had a decent turn of foot on similar goings that you're going to see today. I thought that was a decent event. Coming here, he has a good low weight of 148 pounds, and I think he's on the up and up. And then his seasonal reappearance came the 16th of October at Market Race in good ground, 2 miles 5/8 It's in a Class 2 handicap chase, won by 2 lengths. He was on the drive and excelling, an all-around great race. He ran this race last year, ran a very good third place finish by 13 lengths. It's a little bit flat late, but he got around the main portion of the course well, I thought. 10-1 coming this race, a lot better than he did last season. I'll give him a shot here, along with the number 4 horse, Sizing Potsy. Robbie Powers on this one. Most recently in the Webster Cup at Navan, 2 miles on the 12th of March. The horse won by 3/4 length and put on a show that day. A small margin victory, but this horse really improved. He's really been improving since Boxing Day, where he lost the rider. Came back after that to run in the Red Mills Chase at Gowan, where he placed, finishing second by 6 lengths beyond Mellon. Decent horse that day. Came back to win last time out of Navan. Come to the bigger course here today. He could definitely win at 15-1, so we'll use him in the place pod. But to recount my selection for the 405, the 5th race from Aintree, it's the Grade 3 Randox Topham Handicap Chase. We're going to take the 9-horse Senior Citizen as a top selection. Give kudos to the 4-horse Sizing Potsy, 9-4 Forecast Exacta, 9-4 in the place pot. The 6th race, the 440, it's the Grade 1 Sefton Novices Hurdle. It's a Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $135,000, race for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. 14 horses are going 5,000 meters, or 3 miles and 1/8 over the hurdle course. I'm going to take here as a top selection the number 8 horse Gelino Bello. We'll go 8-5 in your Forecast Exacta. 8-5 Forecast Exacta, top selection 8 horse Gelino Bello, 6-year-old gelded by Sante Saints. Harry Combs on this one for Paul Nichols. The horse is most recent Anakin, the 4th of March at Newbury, soft ground, 2 miles 9/16 in the Class 4 novice National Hunt Novices Hurdle, and the horse won by 9 lengths. It took him a few times to get that third victories, but he finally got it there, and he basically walked around the course. He quickened up nicely, and at 30 cents a dollar, it was a very easy run. Coming here to Aintree today, back to great quality horses. I'm going to give him another shot because he's been running half bad, but he hasn't been running half bad. He just hasn't been getting the victory. 2 back in the listed handicap hurdle at Kempton, 2 miles 5/8 to 15th of January. He finished 4th by 7 lengths, and again, it just took him a little bit of time to get going, and he just never quickened up there. And the Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle at Cheltenham, 3 miles on the 11th of December. Finished second by 4.5 lengths. Again, the winner, Blazing Ka, just really got so easy of a trip. This horse just had a few mistakes which cost him. And then before then, in the Ballymore Novices Hurdle at Cheltenham in November on fast ground, he finished second by 2.5 lengths, and I don't think he liked the little bit of the fast going. He just really, wasn't handling it there. And then here at Aintree in the main hurdle in October, he won by 6 lengths and was on cruise control that day, again on fast ground, which he probably didn't adore, but he still got the job done. Coming here at 6-1, back to a little bit yielding ground, which I think you should like off the bench. I'm going to give him a massive shot, along with the 5-horse Crystal Glory. Sean Quinlan's on this one. He's been he's stepping up in major class here today, but he had a decent place in the Prestige Novices Hurdle at Haydock last time out, and the races at Newcastle haven't been bad at all. At 7-1, his speed figures could definitely win against these horses. I definitely use in the place pot, but I do prefer Gelino Bello before this one. But to recount my selection for the 6th, the 440 from Aintree. It's the Grade 1 Sefton Novices Hurdle. Let's take the 8-horse Gelino Bello as a top selection. We'll give kudos to the 5-horse Crystal Glory. 8-5 Forecast Exacta. 8-5 in the place pot. So we're going to skip over, like I said, the 7th race, 5:15, which is for the conditional jockeys. It's one of those weird races. Every year I'll handicap it, and it's just, it's just not a fun race to handicap, I think, because it just goes so random to you scratch your head after the race. As a fan, we'll watch it, but we're going to skip over it as the better. So with that being said, good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and join me tomorrow for my Grand National preview here from Aintree. Good luck, everybody.